An uncomfortable truth is what gets measured gets managed. This truth is massive in the job search process. You can do everything right, but if you can't track all your touch points, you are going to lose credibility and miss out on life-changing offers, like failing to follow up with someone. I want to review a simple system to track all your networking, applications, and job search activities in one pane of glass to make things simple for you. There are so many variables to track during the job search process, and I want to make things simple. So when it comes time to make your decision on your dream company, which the people we work with, they're typically between 2 or 3 offers as we wrap up, you have all the key metrics you need to make the best informed decision for you. Let's dive in. Here are a few ways to use your application tracker. Step 1, setting it up. I like to have my columns with data such as the company name. So that could be company name next to a job title, application date, status, example applied, interviewing rejected, contact person, referral, yes or no, and any notes or next steps needed. I try to make things simple. So each column is typically a question I care about in the job search process. So that could be location, pay, time to promotion. And that way during the interview process, I have a centralized location to stack rank opportunities for one company over another. This may be self-explanatory, but every time you apply for a job or network, enter the details into your tracker. But here's a bonus hack to make sure you're being proactive and not reactive. Hack: include the date of your next action as a future date, not a past date. In sales and networking, the burden is on us to be proactive and follow up with people and not wait for them to get back to us. My rule of thumb is every date needs to be in the future, because if we don't get a response, the burden is on us to send that second or third follow-up. Example, if today's January 1st and I just sent a LinkedIn message to an account executive at Splunk, I'll put in my next steps January 5th, follow up with Xavier. The reason I love this is when I go into an application tracker, I can see any dates in the past, which means my activity networking with them might have slipped through the cracks and I need to send a follow-up or change the status. In one-on-one coaching, when I pull up someone's application tracker I'm working with and they have any dates in the past, I cancel our one-on-one until it's updated. Call it brutal, but I don't think it's bad holding people accountable to high standards, especially if they want to land a job with their dream company. Next, update daily. Keep your tracker up to date by marking your changes and the status of your application, by adding notes from interactions with the company and recording any feedback you receive. I say to make sure all dates are in the future and updated every day before your head hits the pillow at night. Another hack is I label my rows based on where I'm at in the process. Red for rejected, yellow for working, and green for in the interview process, or whatever color scheme you want to choose. This helps me stay on top of which ones are in process and which ones not to pay attention to. Then you can create filters and move all the red ones out of sight so you are only focusing on conversations you care about. Ultimately, the application tracker is yours, so customize it the way you see fit and the way you know you will use it. If you want to get fancy, download a free version of HubSpot or another CRM software, and feel free to do so. I think I'm a little more practical and hate getting locked into software freemium models only to get bombarded by a million marketing emails. So I typically just use a Google Sheet or a Notion page. It's simple, easy to use, and most importantly, I know with 100% certainty I will use it. Regardless, choose a system you are 100% confident you will use. I also track notes throughout the process. I'll make a single Google document and use that for all my notes for each company, divided by the company name, so I have one centralized document or one centralized Notion page for all my notes with any company. This will help you stay organized for every interview and every question you will be asked. By following a system, you will land a job. The problem preventing people from landing a job or their dream role is typically the time horizon they give themselves to be successful. Career hack: when you land your job, I want you to promise me something. Go back and send a message to everyone you networked with, even if they didn't respond. Let them know that you appreciate their time and fill them in on what job you went with. Now, why is this important? Well, reaching out to network and pick someone's brain can come across transactional. You need something, so you are reaching out to take time out of their busy day to hopefully get insight or a referral into a company. While people love to help, it helps to go the extra mile to care about them more than just a referral. Here's an example message you can send to everyone on your application tracker. Hey blank, I know we weren't able to connect, but I just wanted to let you know I accepted an offer with blank company. I'm sure you're busy, but wishing you the best and look forward to staying connected. I require everyone I work with to do this, and the beauty of this approach is if you network with sellers at Microsoft, Gong, IBM, and other places, but end up taking a role elsewhere, you are leaving the door open to A, help them with their career in the future if they want to join your company and they feel comfortable reaching out to you now that you sent a follow-up message, or B, you can reach out to them at a later date and look for more roles at companies they go to as your skill sets develop and your career progresses. However, you need to follow up with everyone. I can't emphasize the relational aspect of networking enough. This will serve you big time as you grow your career. Application tracking is a superpower and will prevent you from failing to follow up and slip through the cracks. Find a system and make a commitment to yourself to be organized and do what 99% of other candidates won't do.